One. All right, shalom, shalom. All right, we good to go?
Shalom.
All right, shalom. First things first, want to give all honor and praise unto our power. We only give all praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. And we want to say double honors to our apostle elders, which apostle elders is great millstone, which have diligently done the work for many years until you hope for the elect on the four corners of the planet Earth, that's pushing the truth with all sincerity, honesty, and faith. And we say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. With his truth, knowledge, and wisdom, man. And until you hope for the elect on the four corners of the planet Earth, that's pushing this truth with all sincerity, honesty, and faith. That's holding on to this thing, man. We're at the last days of the last days. The shot clock is coming down for the rulership you see today, man, which is ruled by these Edomites, all right? Because everything that's taking place right now is for the deliverance of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that's spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth, all right? Confusion of face. We're not saying all Jakes are gonna be ice black men and none of that. No, you're gonna have confusion of face. The Latin tribes, which like it says, just like the Lord said, those that can receive it, man. All right, if you can't receive this truth to the level that you can receive it on, then your eyes haven't been open, man. All right, and pray that it is, man. So that's pretty much it, brother. If you got anything to add, bro, go ahead, and then I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into the lesson.
This is the moment that we've been prophesying about, that we've been waiting for, right? So we're at the end of the end, the beginning of sorrows. Now, it's going to get worse and better, right? Because our salvation is nearer than we believe.
That's right.
Right? So we are closer to salvation than we was yesterday. See? So as days and weeks go by, salvation is that much closer.
Yep.
So all we gotta do is constantly endure and have faith, and that's it. That's it.
That's it. That's why I says it's impossible to please the Lord without faith, man. You know? So we're gonna jump into this quick lesson. This movie is called Cracka. When you hear it, it just it rings a lot of bells, because why is this movie so? Why did it come out now? Because me and Ak was talking, and it was like, why did they choose now for this movie to come out? You know, why is 2020, which is the year of prophecy, this movie's coming out? Why is that? Because this is a telltale sign of what's to come. Because Jake is getting ready to rule. That's why it says I've seen servants upon horses. So the Lord is getting ready to put Esau back in that servant role, man. All right, the tables are getting ready to switch, and that's why it says the plowman shall overtake the Hey, we gonna get into all these scriptures, these precepts. Yeah. Precepts is just now, so we're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna show the preview. I'm sure brothers have seen it. I'm not gonna try to play it too close. I don't want Esau to hit me for copyright infringement, so we're gonna share a little bit of it, and then hopefully we'll jump right into it right after. Okay. You ready, bro?
Yep.
All right. Now let's play a little bit of it from the top, and then we'll jump right into the lesson scriptures, and then we'll get up out of here. Because right now the tables are turning slowly but surely, man, and that's what Jake's got to keep faith in, man. We're not gonna be at the bottom forever, okay? The Lord's gonna make things right, but we have to be patient. We Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. All right, we have to be patient. Let me jump right here. This view is crazy, but I'm gonna try to fix it, man. All right, let's play it.
Step out. Take that shit off your head, monkey.
And then, right here in this movie, me and this brother were watching the preview, and the whole time, what came to this house? All right, it was an angel. Because look, you have this dark figure that shows up at their house at this racist, this Edomite, and grabs him and shocks him. What is that? That's an entity. That's a because we know what. If you want to get that scripture where it says, "Be not wary to entertain strangers," come, because that ties right. The angels are not gonna come looking like, they can come looking like men, dark figures. You know, you got angels on the left. They always depict Yahweh Shai as the Grim Reaper. You know that, right? So all the times they describe the Grim Reaper as this figure with a hood on, a cloak, because you know mantles. That goes into some of the prophets wore mantles, those cloaks. All right. But you're seeing that this dark image right here, and it says new beginnings, a dangerous new beginning. What's the new beginning? It's you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are coming out of bondage, man. All right.
Got it.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and read it.
This is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 12. No, it looks like in verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers."
Uh-huh.
For to the bow, some have entertained angels on the way.
See, so strangers is somebody that is another man, another person. So angels can come looking like people, come looking like men. They might come looking like an average Joe, or they could come looking like a serious type of man, but they could be an angel, man. That's what you always got to consider what you deal with. But this figure is the figure that grabbed up Esau and took him. So this is a biblical meaning to this movie. Because why does this entity have power to shock this Edomite? Where is he getting that power from? From Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because it's going to stand that these angels are going to come against Esau, man. All right?
Yep.
And then you want to get 2nd Ezra 6 in verse 9. You can start at 8, though. And then you can hold that on deck, and then I'm going to play this I'll finish the preview. Alright, hold on. Let me hit escape. So he transported him. He transported him back, or to the future. I say to the future. It's not the past, it's the future. Look.
What you looking at, Cracka?
What's your name, Cracka? Michael.
And it says, his name is Micah. Micah Allah. Which Micah Allah means what?
Micah Allah is
who is like?
Micah Allah, who was like his power.
Exactly. So it's not a coincidence that this guy's name is named Michael. That's not a coincidence, because we know that Michael is the angel that stands for what nation of people? Come on, bro. Come on. Go ahead and speak on it, bro.
Right, man, because Micah Allah, he's the prince of the people, man. He's the prince of Yahshua. Because you say in that day shall Michael stand up, the prince.
I got you, bro. I got your precept. That's why I asked you to. Let me get it for you, bro, and you can speak on it. This is Daniel's 12:1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation."
Mm-hmm. Right, man. In that day, Michael, the great prince of Yahshua, he's going to stand up. He's going to stand up for who? For Yasha'Allah, the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? And he's going to defend who? The elect against who? Against Esau. Okay? Because we need what? We need a great power, right?
Yep.
We would have a divine intervention.
That's it.
Right? Because who's coming with Yahushua in the chariots, man? Michael and the heavenly host.
Yep.
See? So Michael Allah, he's going to stand up. He's going to stand up, man. And that's literal. He's literally going to show up and stand for Dr. Allah.
That's it. Yeah. There's not going to be a doubt. That's why, I was talking to somebody, I said, look, the greatest thing the Lord could do now, is to put spiritual power on Jake, man. Because that will show that where is these Negroes getting this power from? You know, where they already know of us being Israelites, so the Lord has already set the stage for spiritual power. That's what's gonna do. That's what's gonna make these other Edomites, these low-level Edomites, see that we're not just these Jake. They just think we're Negro. They call us monkeys. You know, they call us monkeys, man. You know, they call us derogatory words. They don't respect us. So the Lord is gonna put some respect on the name of Yasha'Allah in the world. Then not say the Lord shall make his name fearful among the heathens.
Yep.
And are we not going to bear his name? So are we not going to be fearful among the heathen? Dreadful, man.
Yep.
It didn't just say fearful, it said dreadful among the heathen. You want me to finish that for you, bro? Come. And it says, and at that time, Michael Allah shall stand up, the great prince who stands watch over Salaki. I was reading another translation. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. So this is also a sign, by this movie, by his name being Michael, because Michael coincides with the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
It says, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
See, man? So the time of trouble is the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right? And the time of Jacob's trouble is when this devil is going to come down on us, man. Right? And he will break into our home and take us off somewhere, man. All right? And throw us in what? In these concentration camps, man. All right? And it's going to be a lot of death, man. It's going to be a lot of blood. Right? Because this man, he's sick. Because he's at the end of his rule, man. So since he's at the end of his rule, he basically don't want nobody else to rule but him. Because if he can't rule, then he don't want then he doesn't want nobody else to rule. See? But this is all a part of the movie of Yahweh when Yahweh shot up. Alright, because when he comes to that town, hey man, that's when Michael is gonna stand up. Alright? And Isaiah 59 and 19, it say, but they said, wait upon Yahweh, so do this thing. No, like they say, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a certain cancer. And what's that saying? Spiritual power.
That's it. I got a precept for you. This is Psalm 7 and 11. Quick jump rope script, bro. It says, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day.
Right. Again. So Yahweh, he angry with the wicked every day, man. Right? So Yahweh, he had to suffer, seeing this man in all his wickedness. He had to suffer that. Why? Because Yahweh needs the power of his word. Okay? So he's going to let his word come to pass. And who caused this word to come to pass? He did. He's in control of all of it. Okay? Because he has a certain time limit. He has a boundary that he cannot pass.
Hey, I got man, hold on, bro. I got just a quick few things to add. This is because the Lord powers long suffering, correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's hold on, let me get it. I'm trying to pull up. Let me see. Go ahead and speak.
Come. I said so. Yahweh, he's long suffering, man. Right?
Oh, I got it. Con, this is just Exodus. You jump back on to speak. I just wanted to. This is Exodus 34:6. Then the Lord passed by in front of him, proclaiming the Lord. Hold on. Let me read on X. Let me pull it up on here real quick, and then we're gonna finish the preview. This is Exodus 34. The point is in 6, but we'll start at 5. And it says, and the Lord descended in a cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of the Lord. What? Hold on. Read that again. And the Lord is descended in the cloud. What is the word descended? That means he came down.
Yep.
Hold on, man. See, these are things you gotta, we look into. So you look at the word Yerad. Ooh, that's a tough Hebrew name right there. Yerad.
Yeah.
Yerad Amah.
Mm.
The descended truth. No, you can't. That's a tough. It says to go down, descended, decline, march down, sink down, to go down, come down, sink, to prostrate, to calm down, bring down, take down. Yeah, that's it. So he came down. He descended in the chip. A cloud don't just fall down. What was that? That was a chariot, man. Just like chariots float down to the earth today, man.
Yep.
And it reads, and the Lord descended in a cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of the Lord. So how's the Lord going to proclaim? Come on, man. Proclaim the name of the Lord. And it says what? And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed the Lord power, merciful and gracious, long suffering.
See, man. So Yahweh, he's long suffering, man. Right? Because Yahweh, he wanted to take this devil down a long time ago, but he had to let his word come to pass. See? But when it's that time, Yahweh, what Yahweh tried going to get their hands dirty. They're going to get their hands dirty.
Like it says, it's Mr. Nasty time.
Yeah. Man, he got some harsh judgment coming, man. He got some judgment coming. Oh, man. It's going to be lovely.
Hey, this is Proverbs 16:3. It says, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. Verse 4, it says, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Right, man? So, he is created for the day of evil. Okay? He's created for the day of evil, man. Right? He's the sword that's going to be used in the day of evil. Okay? And then Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is going to use their sword on the sword.
Yep. Sword on sword contact.
Exactly.
Alright. We'll play this now. That's Jake right there. That's my man. That's the Taskmaster. Hey man, because look, this movie just a tall tale sign of what's getting ready to come. We're gonna jump right into it. I don't want to get flagged. Y'all brothers have seen it. If you ain't seen it, go watch it. Cause I'm gonna rent it, buy it. I'm gonna contribute.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna contribute, but whatever I gotta do to watch it, I'm gonna do it. If they be like, you gotta pay such and such, I'm gonna pay it. Cause I wanna watch it, man. That's gonna be a good series. It look like some good actors. Hey, that's the time we at, man, because these are tall tale signs that's coming to us, man. All right, you Jakes are getting ready to get on top, man. All right, and I got a perfect scripture to start it. This is the book of let me get Amos 9 and 13. I started 9 and 12. This is Amos 9 and verse 12. Because we've been telling you people for a long time now, prophecy is getting ready to happen, man. This is Amos 9 and 12. It says, it says that they may possess the rent. Let's go up to verse 11. It says, and in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of Dawadah that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof, which is David. It says, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. And what are ruins? That shows you ruins are something that are being pillaged. Something that's been, it's the leftover aftermath of something that's been taken away or destroyed. All right.
Because the tabernacle of David, the house of David, is the generation that was with that was there when David ruled. Yeah, so we had to be those ones. We would have to be the mighty men or Salaki. We would have to do mighty men, prophets, but we were in the time of David, David's, because it makes sense, because at the same time David was around, that would have been Peter's generation. Yeah. Correct, right? So the same ones that's in the same time in David's generation, when David's generation came back, that was a heavy generation. That's like the generation of the elect, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you see every time that generation comes around, because what? In the time of David's generation, you had Yahweh Shai around. You had all the apostles and elders had to be around because they were around the same ages. You see what I'm saying? So you had the generation that come in and out, and then they come around, they come down in the time of David when he was on the scene. What do you have? Then you have Peter. Then Peter was on the scene around that same age, coming back into the third and fourth generation, as we know as reincarnation. So that third and fourth generation, if Peter came, that would have been what? The generation of what? You had the disciples. You had Paul. That was a heavy spirit in the time of that generation. And they all died around the same time. Yeah. A little bit after each other. So they generation went out with each other. So that's spiritual, man. So it would be heavy if Paul, if Paul comes back in the reincarnation, that generation would be a heavy generation, man. Oh yeah. Hey, that's what I'm just trying to make sure I can feel it. You know where I'm going. It's just that's a heavy generation. Those generations of spirit. The generation of Isaac. That time was heavy. Then you had Esau. You had a lot of the other nations that was getting established. That was a heavy generation. Yeah. But that's neither here. Hey, that's showing you, man, that we're in a heavy time. That's why it says this generation shall not pass, man. That's right.
And it says, "For I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel." Or let's start at verse 11. It says, "And in that day I will rise up the tabernacle of and the Lord made it a point to tell us that He's going to raise up this tabernacle, the house, the bayah
Mm-hmm.
of David, that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof." Because what's the breaches? You had a skirmish because David was in the time of what? Saul.
Yep.
And then you had the situation with Saul's son when he cursed out David in the field, man. And it says, "And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathens which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. Behold, the days cometh, saith the Lord, the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine," which is this truth. All right. This is the wine that is being dropped. This is the sweet wine. It's not just wine. You can have bitter wine. This is sweet wine. This is good wine, man. This is this truth. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. "And the hills shall melt."
Mm. Right, man. So the plowman will overtake the reaper. See? So Jacob will overtake who? Edom.
That's it.
Period, man. The house of David will overtake Edom. Right? Because Edom, he has a special hatred for Judah. A deep hatred for Judah, because Judah gets it worse.
Exactly. That's a exact counterpart, man.
Yeah. Because King David and Joab, man, they was slaying Idumeans.
Yep.
They were slaying them.
That's why when it was their turn, because we didn't show Esau this type of judgment. When it was our turn, when we had Esau in bondage, we had him on bondage, but it says we showed him mercy, man. Esau showed us no mercy. Like you can't, because we had garrisons in Edom and everything like that through the kings, but Esau showed us no mercy, man. That's why it says he laid his yoke heavy. He made sure his burden was heavy, man. So that's why the Lord has set everything up the way he is now. Because look, you gotta pay. You can't touch, you can't touch the apple of the Lord's eye, and expect nothing to happen, man. And you laid your yoke heavy, bro. You didn't ease off your yoke. That's why you have Edomites that get mad today. You got Edomites that have watched a black man get a knee on his neck for 8 minutes. Watch the video. It's not Photoshop. It's not a movie. This is real life. He died, and you have Edomites that standing up talking about Jake need to stop protesting. No, because if you Edomites had that done too, y'all will burn up everything, man. Y'all will be burning up. Y'all burning up the pork shop, pig shop. Come on, man. Y'all will want justice, and you will not quit. What happened when the so-called terrorists bombed the 9/11 towers, man? Y'all are still in Afghanistan today, bombing the shit out of them people. Are you not?
Right.
Y'all are bombing them shit, and you don't care. You don't care what's happening to those people over there, man. You ain't worrying about what's them Afghanis doing or what Libya happened. You went over there, and Muammar Gaddafi, he had to go. You hunt these terrorists down because they committed one act against you, one act or a few acts, and you want them dead. But then when Jake can sit there on TV and be shown to be put to death by the police officers, Jake can't do nothing, man. Jake burned a building down. Burning a building down is a small thing. They should be hanging and shooting people, man. Because that's what Esau would do.
Yeah.
Come on, man. let a black cop knee a white cop, a white pedestrian till he died on camera 8 minutes. And watch what Esau does, man. Esau will take up arms, man. He will take up arms and sew up he will go right down to Save a Lot and shoot it up, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Man, and see, so when something happens to Edom, he wants justice. But when something happens to us, we just gotta accept it. No, that's not gonna happen. No, no, no. That's never gonna happen. Alright, we're gonna get our justice. We're gonna get our pound of flesh from off this devil. We're gonna get our pound of flesh. I want my pound of flesh. So that's what we're gonna get.
Exactly. We ain't out here threatening and doing that. No. The Lord is gonna pay us that, man.
Exactly.
You murdered a Jake. You murdered a Jake on film. His sons, his daughters, man. His mothers and fathers and wives, and you gotta see that, man. Then you shot another Jake in the back while you took a drunk Jake, fresh out of his drunk sleeper, disarmed two highly trained officers and ran. That's embarrassing. I don't feel safe. If one drunk Jake has disarmed two officers and gave one a concussion and another one disarmed him and took his taser and shot him with it, I don't feel safe. What is the tax money of Atlanta going to?
Because let's say he was in a drunken state and still got the best of it.
Exactly. So a drunk Negro, fresh out of a car where you just woke him up out of his sleep,
right? He minded his business.
Can best two sober police officers with tasers, pepper spray, and guns.
Right.
Lost. Two, not one, two. So I don't have faith in. Somebody should ask a real question. Why did these two officers not able to subdue one man drunk?
Right.
Because that's what they're arresting him for, correct? Because he was drunk. He was under the influence, right? So you should have been able to take him down. Because what are they training you guys? They just sending you out there with guns? Come on, man.
That's the way it seems.
That's what it's looking like. Looking like you get a badge and a gun, and that's it. That's why they had to shoot him. Because they didn't get no training, no martial arts, nothing. They couldn't retain this man. It looked like two librarians fighting a Jake. It looks sad, man. That Jake took off and shot the dude with a time. I mean, the dude look. How you gonna make a negative? You gonna make a regular Jake look like fucking Jason Bourne?
That's a damn shame.
They made this Jake look like Jason Bourne, bro. Come on, man. I don't feel safe, man. The people of Atlanta should not feel safe at all. That's the training that's being given to these guys, man.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, Kyle's only trained for what, like 6 months?
If that, bro. It might be 30 days, man. I don't know, because they needed to go back to some kind of class, because everything was cool. You had respect for the police till the tire met the road, man. They're supposed to be trained for that. That's the last taking a man's life should be the last, because they would not have pulled that gun on a white man that did that, or Arabic man, or a Chinese man. They would not have done that. They pulled them guns out and killed that man, and now they're trying to get off with it. You don't get that luxury no more, Esau. You don't get it no more, man. I hate to tell you, you don't get to kill us in cold blood no more, which is sad that you really want to do it, man. The Lord is the one that's taking his hand off of us. That's why we ain't getting gunned down and nobody even bat an eye. At one time, there was barely people to care. Rodney King, that was a fluke. Enough Jake paid attention to TV at one time and word of mouth spread. That's all that Rodney King was a word of mouth, man.
Man, Rodney King got a beat down.
And he deserved it, nigga.
Yes, he did.
This dude, man. Rodney, but we're not 2/3, man. That's 2/3. 2/3 or when I say, oh, he deserved it as a nigga because he acted like one. Because you're supposed to agree with your adversary while he's in front of you, man. You're not supposed to take your adversary on a high-speed chase. And what do you think gonna happen to you when he gets you out the car? He gonna hand you a turtle dove and say congratulations, great race? No, my man, you're gonna get beat.
And he got beat down with that baton.
Yeah. They laid hold on Rodney. They laid hold on him right there on camera. So we're gonna jump back into this, man. We're gonna get a couple more precepts and we're gonna close out, man.
But in the end, Rodney said, what, can we all just get a little big on you, serious?
Yeah, you should have can we all not hit the gas pedal? Rodney, what happened to that? I don't feel sorry for Rodney. I'm bad. I don't drop one tear for Mr. King. Alright? You should have.
Rodney King, the king of taking Rod.
Yeah. Rodney King got dealt with. That was the hand of the Lord on Rodney King. You know, Rodney shouldn't have been speeding in a damn Miata, whatever he was in, man. Rodney knew better.
Yep.
And he got paid off of that, man. Rodney got paid off of that. And then what did he do? He ended up on some celebrity rehab facility. Rodney didn't quit getting high. Rodney, how many D-dubs did Rodney catch after that? How many cops are like, oh, I pulled over Rodney King today? This is Jeremiah 30:16. It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. So this is why exactly.
So our adversaries, they will pay. They will go into captivity. Okay? They will be spoiled and they will become a slave. Okay? Now so his judgment is going to be worse. Right? Because the rest of the heathens, right? They will get their own land back. Right? But they will become servants unto us.
That's it.
For all eternity. But they would be what? A fair deal. See? But he ain't getting that. He ain't getting his own land, man. No. He's going to be down in the pit. Where he belongs.
So we're gonna dig him a little hole and throw him up in there, man. You know, because you didn't deserve the earth, man. You can't say you didn't have a chance, Esau. You have the earth in your hands right now, and look what you're doing with it, man. Don't get mad at us. Don't get mad, and you did it. You can't get mad because your room ain't clean. It's your room, man.
Right.
You cannot get mad because your room ain't clean, because it's your room. So who's not cleaning it? You ain't cleaning it, man.
Right.
If you leave your room dirty, but don't be mad at it. You left it dirty, man. So Esau, your Lord gave you possession of the earth at a small scale, because you really don't have control over the earth, because you would have been destroyed it. If you had control over the earth like Jake won't have control over the earth, been able to manipulate the earth and do things with the earth. Because I'm prophesying in part, man, but we're gonna be able to do things, man, on planet Earth. Did not the Lord allow the earth to swallow up men in the ancient world? That's a manipulation of the earth, man. We're gonna be able to move tectonic plates and do things to the earth. The earth gonna be attained unto us. We be like swallow up these heathens. The earth is gonna attain to that, man. That's the type of power, man. Did not Elijah have power over the animals, man?
Yes, it did.
That's earth. Those are animals. So we're gonna be able to control land, air, sea, animals. We're gonna be able to control you ain't gonna be able to run, man. We're gonna be able to control the air you breathe. You might run, you run from the plantation, and we'll turn your oxygen off, man. You know, just like a dog got a collar around his neck, you run out of the plantation, we turn your oxygen off, man. We'll have control over the elements. What is oxygen? H2O. Oxygen.
Yep.
So man, look, it's a fearful hand to fall into the hand of the living power, Esau. Now you're gonna fall into the people of the living power. That's a fearful thing, man.
Oh yeah.
You want me to finish this for you out?
Come.
This is verse 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all they that took them captive held them fast, and they refused to let them go."
Right. So the children of Judah and the children of Israel were oppressed together. Where? Here in Babylon, great man. Here in the so-called America. Okay? Because you have Judah and Ephraim, where? Over in London, Britain, Germany. So we are what? Oppressed together. Right? Because back in the ancient world, the only other place was ancient Egypt. That's it. Right? So then the Roman Kingdom, they went into the Assyrian captivity, and we went into the ancient Babylonian captivity.
Yep.
So this is the only place that you are being oppressed together. You doing that?
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's all I got. I'm gonna read
hold on real quick. Yeah, this scripture Romans.
Okay, Con. That's all I had on that. That's what I meant. I'm gonna read a couple more precepts and then we're gonna close out.
This is why Rodney got beat down. This is Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher power.
Yeah. Rodney caught his issue because that's a lot of things that's wrong with you, Jakes, man. You going against the grain. Ain't nobody telling you to do too much. You going out there I get it, you protesting, but don't be mad when Esau busts you over your head, man. Because he's still in power. He don't care that, the cop killed Jake in the street, but Esau's still in power. He's not out of power yet, man. So he's only going to give you so much before he pulls the reins back and says, this is out my kingdom. That's what Trump is standing. He's standing with the voice of the Americans, say, okay, yeah, the nigga's dead. Now get back to being docile. That's what That's what a lot of America, these baseline Americans want. They don't want Jake riled up. They want Jake to sit there, play basketball, get drafted, hopefully, sell some crack. That's what Esau's comfortable with. Esau does not have a problem with you selling crack and killing your neighborhood, killing each other. They don't. When is the last time you seen an Edomite get mad because Jake is killing each other too much?
Right.
When is the Edomite protested because Jake's death rate is high in projects? No. These Edomites are getting mad because you Negroes are saying something. You're even talking. You're even bringing up a point of equality. That's what's pissing them off. They said, shut up.
Yeah, and they, yeah, because when Jake is being entertained, yeah, because when Esau is being entertained by Jake, Esau feels safe. He's comfortable with that. But when Jake rises up, he no longer feels safe, but he feels threatened by that. Because you're not dancing to Esau's tune.
Exactly. You know? And that's where we at now, man. We're at the time where we wait. We're coming out of being slaves to come into who we are, man. And Jake has to realize that we're not the slaves that this nation has told us to be, man. You know? But I got a quick precept, bro. You ready? All right, Con. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 2. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, man? So we're going to rule over our oppressors. Okay? We're going to rule over Edom and the rest of Israel. Okay? Because they all had a part in our captivity, man.
Yep.
They've all had a part in everything that happened in history unto us. They've all had a part in it. Yes, you get Elon, that's the part in it. Right? Jackie had a part in it. So they all have to pay. But the rest of the heathen, they will give a fair deal, man, because they will get their own land.
Yep.
And they will be fed good, and they're going to live good. But, man, will they still go off? Yeah, because they won't be changed. So, all right, so as long as they do what they're supposed to do, everything will be good.
Hey, isn't that, bro? You just said something that was so beautiful, Yashar. You said that they would not be changed. So the blessing of being changed goes to you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are to be changed. You're not gonna sin no more. Sin. The Lord laid the baseline, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. Then the law is gonna transfer unto us, being the law being put in our inward parts. So we're not gonna have to go off anymore. That's the blessing. That's the full understanding of the blessing, that we're going to be perfect. So the Lord is going to dwell with us. He said, no need for a temple. What was all this? If the Lord, if at the end of this movie, at the end of this thing, the Lord said that we're going to be in a temple with no church, why did he make us do all of this thing, going around a temple and make, you know what I'm saying? It's a question you got to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Why did he do that? Why did he make this happen? If he was just going to take it away, it was symbolic. It was all symbolic of what was going to happen at the end, that he was going to dwell within us. This is the temple. That's why it says he that defileth the temple. He gonna dwell with us in our inward parts. He gonna be a part. That's how the Most High dwells, man. He's a power, man. He's power.
Yeah.
You can't contain this power. There's no battery you can put in the Lord in the battery. Like, we powered by the Most High. No. The Most High is uncontainable, man. He's pure energy. We don't understand him, man. But he's saying that, look, he's giving it unto us and say that we are going to be joint. He said joint heirs with Yahushua. Yahushua is the first creation. Yahushua is sitting up in the heavens, the only elect, the first elect. Not saying the only elect, Salakia. The first elect, because there's men in the spirit world already that's are the elect. But the first risen of us. That's why it says that he's the first that is risen from death, man.
Yep.
That says in the scriptures that he's the only one, correct?
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, because Because he's the first spirit that Yahweh created.
Exactly. So he's the first one to get the new elevation. We're gonna go from being in spirit and flesh to he's gonna bond it. It's gonna be, we're not gonna worry about having our spirit. We're just gonna worry about being perfect, man. The spirit and flesh is gonna forge. It's not gonna be spirit flesh. This is how we've been walking. It's been a two-way street. We've been walking like this. But the Lord's going to take the spirit and flesh and he's going to do it like this and we're going to walk like this.
Yep.
We're not going to fight the flesh. The flesh is going to be on board, man, because the flesh is going to be made perfect, man. But, I mean, that's prophesying part, man. But, you know, that's giving into it.
Real quick.
Go ahead, bro. I know you got it. Salaki, let me go ahead and put it on you, bro. Salaki.
This is Proverbs 8 and 30. It says, then I was by him as one brought up with him.
Oh, that's my script. What verse you on? 8?
No, I'm on Proverbs 8 and 30, but I'm gonna go up. But I'm 22.
Keep the water, bro. We're gonna finish out on this scripture, so we just gonna read it on out, bro, and then we'll close after you get done. All right. All right, bro.
This is Proverbs 8 and 22. It says, Yahweh possessed me in the way. Yahweh possessed me in the beginning of his way, before the works arose. Right? Now, Proverbs 8 at verse 22 on down is speaking of who? It's speaking of Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
It says, when there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was, before the hills was, I brought forth. While as yet he had not made the earth, nor the field, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepared the heaven, I was set. When he set a compass upon the face of the depths. When he established the clouds above. When he strengthened the fountains of the deep. When he gave to the sea his decree that the water should not pass his commandments. When he appointed the
because this right here is breaking it down to you, Jake, that the Lord was there before everything, man. The Lord was there, man. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. It's just the Lord creating energy. We're all energy. We're all energy right now, man. But the Lord's gonna lock it, man. We're gonna be okay, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord didn't do all this for nothing, man. It's not. We don't know what we got in store, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. The Lord, the Yahweh Shem Yahshua is a beautiful power, man. All right, our power is a beautiful power, and our powers coincide with each other, man. They're one accord. That's why we say Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because they're in one name.
Yep.
Just like it says, just like a man announces his father, is the same way that we announce ours, man, because we come in the same spirit. Because the scriptures say that it's like you left one like yourself. So if you left one like yourself, it's pretty much the same person. So that's how we in the same spirit. That's why Yahweh said, if you seen me, you seen the Father, man. That him and his Father is one and the same, man. They're joint. All we're doing is trying to tap into their stream. They already got a conduit, man. The Father has unlocked the stream and he's giving it out, man. So Jake, we got a crazy blessing coming to us, man. In the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. And this verse is telling you that. He said before there was men's voice, I was, man. I was with the Father. That's what he said. I was with the Father, man.
Man,
that's heavy, bro. Before the Lord, he was there. Imagine that. Imagine being the second creation and there's nothing but you and this entity. You looking at, that's your Father. How do we know what Father means? The Lord created it. He looked at his son and created something that he said, I'm your Father. I'm your creator. You come from me. That's what he's saying. That's what Jake. We are not the same as these nations, man. We have been with the Lord has chosen us to be his seed, his chosen, man. And then he stopped it and said, now we're gonna create other things. Let's do other things now. I can hear it now, bro. You know, but for the sake of argument, we're gonna come down, bro. We living in such beautiful times, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is unlocking these things. That's why we're trying to build Jake up to that. You know. But go ahead and finish that, bro. And hey, we're gonna close on out, man.
Alright. Then I was by him and one brought up with me.
And when it says brought up with him, that means Yahweh and Yahushua was on the same level. The Lord gave Yahushua the game of creation. He gave him the understanding. He gave him the building blocks. That's how Yahushua was able to give. And then Yahushua, when he came in the flesh, he said that I must be about my Father's business. So the Father put a spirit on Yahushua, man. Like Yahushua has such a spirit on him, bro, because he's locked in. He was the first to hear of things. Like imagine being the first to hear of, like, you know, when Jake be in the street, be like, man, you gotta hear the CD, bro. Man, it's banging. It's bang, bro. Jacob hit you with a classic.
Yeah.
Jacob, you be like, man, let me hear it. You put it to your ear, you be like, oh, okay. You know how Jake do, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. That's the Lord. He's telling you. He said, man, my Father, man, he got the cuts, man. Y'all gotta listen to this. That's how I always see Yahushua as some like a hype, like, man, my Father. He said I must be about my Father's business. My Father. He always kept that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
He said, then I was by him as one brought up with him. I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him. He said, rejoicing in the inhabitable part of his earth. And my delight were with the sons of men. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my way. Hear instruction and be wise and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gate, waiting at the post of my door. Whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh. The he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
So real quick. So you guys out there that's talking against Israel, you vocabs, you other guys, you wrong. Read that part one more time out.
It says, but he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
So those that go transgress the law, and it says what? Disobedience is the sin of witchcraft.
Yeah.
So you guys that's out there going in all to these other doctrines, man, you're breaking the law, man. If you're an Israelite, you're breaking the law. Let's say Vocab is an Israelite. He's an Israelite that's breaking the law. And you're going to be judged for it, man. But you ain't it. You know, but we know you not. So you literally contended with the Father, and then you other people that contend unto him, you're fighting against the Lord, man.
Yep. It says, all they that hate me love death.
Ooh, they love death. That's what Vocab is, man. He's a death dealer.
Now, did he not make that very private eye for Yahweh?
Yep, he did. And he said he loved death. He's a death dealer. He deals in death. He sells death. He deals in death. Because everything that where's Cherry Love? Where's Cherry Love gonna profit? She gonna die, man. Ain't nobody gonna deal with her. She gonna be a lonely Jake woman in Babylon when Jacob trouble hit. She gonna die lonely, man. Ain't nobody gonna deal with her, bro.
Right.
You know, but that's that. You know, you got any more precepts, bro? You can go ahead and finish that out. We gonna end it out, man.
Right.
Hey, that's it. Hey, so you go ahead and close us out.
Alright. Hey, man, I know it was all over the place, but hey, hopefully it was edifying. Man, hopefully it built, hopefully it built up your faith, man. Right? So then we want to say all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushua, Barak the Yah, Barak the Yahushua, Barak the Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kadash.
Shalom, Ahadu. There you go, we almost home.
Shalom.
The watch level wall.